Hey everyone, Chad here. It's been some crazy times lately with the quarantine and everything from the coronavirus. And like everyone else, you know, Kevin and I haven't been able to travel or meet up and make any videos, anything like that. But today I'm actually traveling. I am heading to Denver to go see my dad. So it could be interesting. It's going to be my first time in an airport since everything's been going down. But we're going to see what happens. About to head in. Not really sure what to expect, but we're going to find out. One thing I got to do, almost forgot before I head in. Got to put my mask on. Okay, I got my mask on. I think I'm all set. I'm ready to head in right here. Are you guys ready? Here we go.
Where are you in the world for everybody to know?
I am in Littleton, Colorado, and this is a house that I grew up in.
Yeah, but you weren't there recently. You actually it's what today is May 13th, and May 12th. Today is Tuesday, May 12th, and you weren't there until recently because you took a flight during the coronavirus lockdown.
I did. I got here on the 9th, so I flew in on Saturday afternoon. I had been down in Houston, Texas for the last couple of months, so I was visiting my family, and I was passing through there on my way to Los Angeles, and that was in that first, week or two of March?
Yeah.
And then that's when kind of everything kind of fell apart, and after all this happened, I ended up just staying down there for a couple of months, trapped in Houston.
Yeah, trapped in Houston. And now you're back in Colorado. So yeah, I'm sitting back, thinking about all the places we could have been going to. Like we were thinking about, we were talking about going to Brooklyn, doing a road trip in New England, all that kind of stuff.
That was a month in May. I was going to try to get out there in early May.
Yeah.
And
to kick off season 2.
I know, right? And obviously those have been put off a little bit. Hopefully not for too long, though.
Yeah, but I'm really curious about how your flight went and what's it like. I know you got some footage, but kind of wondering what, now that you had a couple days to think about it, and you look in good health, and that beautiful beard. Good God. Yeah.
It's my quarantine beard for everybody out there.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I was a little worried about the flight. I wasn't so much worried about myself, but I am coming to visit my dad, so I was more worried about on his end. If I get it, I mean, you never know what happens, but I don't feel too whatever if I get anything, but I'd hate to give anything to my dad. So that was my biggest concern as far as the flying. But also, I didn't even fully know the rules on flying, and there were some places you could go, and there were, if you flew in or out of Hobby, which is what I flew out of Houston, there were certain quarantine conditions, but nothing for Colorado, thank goodness.
So it wasn't Bush International Airport?
There was a few restrictions for there too.
Okay.
I don't think there were no restrictions for Colorado.
But wait, you said
had another flight out of Bush International, and it got canceled completely.
Oh, okay.
Then I rebooked, actually ended up coming earlier, and I actually thought maybe earlier might be a little better, just because it, as things start opening up, people are going to start flying a little more. So I was like, maybe it'll actually be a little better if I go earlier, and there'll be less people. This flight randomly popped up on Southwest, and for a good price, and it was early May, and so I talked to my dad, and I was like, how do you feel about it? He's like, yeah, if you're going to do it, come visit now. Probably be better than when more people start to fly, and you're around more people. So,
And then, did you find that? Was that the case?
Yeah, well, pretty much, yeah. I mean, I guess from what I had heard though too, things did start to pick up on this Friday, and which just happened this last Friday and Saturday. Flight, traffic did pick up a little bit, but compared to normal traffic, it was still a breeze. Let me explain. So, yeah, didn't really know what to expect flying out. I flew out of Hobby, like I said, which is the smaller of Houston's airports, which was kind of nice. So it's usually less busy anyway. But some of you will see that, yeah, I mean, there were some parts in the airport there. It feels like a ghost town. I've never been in an airport other than if it was, 12 or 2 in the morning or something, that it's been so dead during the middle of the day.
Okay, so I am checked in and I've been through security, and I think it took me 4 minutes total. Come back for the check-in and go through security. Again, nobody's here.
Masks weren't actually required at Hobby yet. At Hobby Airport.
Okay.
Most people had them on. It was only required if you were speaking directly to someone like at the counters or for anything, you were supposed to wear a mask. But outside of that, technically they weren't required yet. But for the most part, everybody had them on. I kept mine on the whole time. Obviously, coming back to see my dad. If I wasn't going to see my dad, if I was just doing something on my own, it wouldn't have been as big a deal to me, like I said before, but since I was coming to see him, I wanted to take every precaution, for sure.
Now, you flew Southwest, right?
Yeah, I had a direct flight from Southwest into Denver. And as far as Southwest, now, I've seen other different posts and blogs and video things and stuff on TV about other airlines, other flights that were packed and that were like 80% full.
Yeah.
With middle seats being taken and all that kind of stuff. It was about the last 8 or 10 rows. You weren't even allowed to pass that. And then the first couple rows were the same way. The flight attendant on the plane, then she said that as far as the flights were concerned, they were booking to where they would leave those back seats and the front seats, and then every middle seat would be open, and they could book all window and aisle seat. But my flight was, I didn't fully count, but I'd say maybe at most there was maybe 30 people.
For passengers, please make your way over to gate 48. Once again, we are currently boarding Southwest Airlines flight number 455, just up service to Denver. All different passengers, please make your way over to gate 48.
That's me.
Too. I was gonna ask you.
All right, I made it on the plane. Pretty empty, but more people than I thought. We're about ready to go. We're leaving in about 10 minutes.
What was the vibe of the flight attendants and then the other passengers?
That was one thing I was wondering about too. Like going in, I didn't really know what to expect or anything. It seemed pretty normal, other than wearing face masks. But everything seemed pretty much the same. There was a group of flight attendants, and they had some music. They had some music going. They were doing a little dancing, so it was pretty relaxed.
Very Southwest.
I'm headed to the gate. We got some fun Southwest people over here. Rocking it out.
On the plane, it was pretty standard. Other than wearing a face mask and being less crowded, you wouldn't have really known anything was going on.
Okay, what is the same level of service, like in terms of drinks and snacks or whatever?
No drinks, no snacks.
Okay.
The only drinks and snacks you have is the ones that you brought on yourself. So the only thing that the flight attendants did as far as that was concerned was they came up and down with trash bags if you needed it.
You couldn't get the standard Southwest bag of chips or no?
Chips or peanuts or whatever, pretzels. There was none of that, no drinks. I'm sure if you really wanted something, they'd probably accommodate, but if they weren't going around doing it. And, luckily for me too, I mean, I was dying in the mask. By the time you get to the airport, put it on, keep it on while you're waiting for the flight. It's about a 2 hour and 10 minute flight, which isn't terrible. By the time I finally got out of the airport, there were times I felt like I was going to pass out.
Okay.
From wearing the mask, breathing into the mask so much.
Yeah.
You know, there are times I had to just remove it for a minute just to take a breath.
It's getting a little bumpy here. Always a lot of turbulence coming into Denver. We got about 20 minutes till landing, and let me tell you, I can't wait to get this mask off. It is so hot.
What was the feeling when you touched down into Denver?
Oh, it was good. And actually, not only just the feeling, well, the feeling of I'm going to be able to take this mask off soon was my number one.
I made it. I'm in Denver. And as you can see, quite a few more people here than was in Houston. First thing I gotta do, go wash my hands. Four and a half hours with a mask on, not a good time.
That I went through it, you know, with the whole quarantine and the whole flying thing too. When I got to Denver, it was a big relief. You know, I loved hanging out with my family and seeing them, but you know, it was time for me to kind of get out a little bit too. And obviously, we're not traveling like we want to, but it was nice to just kind of have it out of the way at that point. You know, and who knows, you know, like what do they say? The incubation period can be up to 14 days. I feel healthy now. I feel good. Anything can happen, but I feel like everything went as good as possible. Nice. And we even took the precautions we take these days. It's crazy. We even when my dad showed up and he picked me up, he had the seat that I was sitting in. He had that covered in plastic. And
as a joke, as a joke.
No, that's for real.
Oh man.
Maybe, I don't know, but and obviously as soon as I landed, I washed my hands. Anyway, and then as soon as my dad picked me up, I put sanitizer on.
Yeah.
And he had some spray sanitizer. I kind of sprayed that a little bit too. I sprayed my bags, and then we also wrapped. He had garbage bags that we put my bags in. And put them in the back, so they were covered with bags. So it's probably a little overkill, but it was funny.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
It's good.
So when's your next flight, man? Are you ready to fly again?
Like I said, I'll probably stay here. My dad's he's got me going to work here. You know, he's got stuff around the house, which is you know, one of the reasons I wanted to come. I wanted to help him out. You know, a lot of it does. It kind of depends on where everything goes in the next, you know, 2, 3, 4 weeks with travel and where we can go and restrictions and stuff like that. But, you know, I got to get up to New York. I got to see you. We got to do some more. We got episodes. So I'd like to hope that, you know, if it's possible, everything works out with you guys and how you guys feel and everything here, that maybe that could be the next destination.
I mean, Connecticut's supposed to open up on May 20th, but I don't know. It sounds like they're being really cautious, of course, being so close to New York City. I know that there's been some talk in New York City about June 1st being some sort of step, but you know, I'd love to support the businesses that have been out of business, doors closed for the last however long,
and they need it.
2 months.
I mean, that's the thing. We're all in it. We're all stuck in this hard spot that, you know, you want to be as careful as possible. But of course, you know, you don't want to open anything up too early. But the other side of it is, if we don't open up most of these places soon, they're not going to be around to open up. Who knows what the right answer is? It's a tough thing. But
well, are you ready to film season 2 in mass?
If we have to.
Okay.
Hey, you know, I mean, I'd hate to cover this face up, but
I've been I've been seeing some mask hacks out there about ways to get around. You know, you have the mask there, but it kind of, you know, can open for like a New York style pizza or a little
bite to eat.
Yeah, some sort of straw, something. Maybe a straw for beer. I don't know.
See, that's what we need there.
It's interesting stuff, man. I'm looking forward to looking at your footage. and putting together a little thing here for viewers, because, you know, our whole channel is about getting out there, having adventures, finding food, you know, experiencing new places and stuff like that. And on top of the whole coronavirus, it could be interesting to see how these new places are in this new era, and to see if it's going to be a lasting kind of thing, or if it's, you know, if it's just maybe a year or two while we work things out.
Yeah, it will be interesting for sure. So, but I'm excited to get out there too. I'm excited to be back with you as far as filming. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not the best at the individual the individual video myself. Especially in the airport. There are a couple of times I did a few takes here and there, and security's kind of watching me because I'm walking up and walking back, and I'm walking towards security and I'm walking away. And there were a couple of times people were watching me. I don't know if they were just wondering what I was doing, or if they're like, what is this guy doing? So there were a couple of times I cut it short because I was like, well, I'm in an airport. I'm just going to move along now and whatever. So
good experience.
But yeah, it's definitely different on your own. Just doing the whole video thing on your own. So I'll be glad when we're back in the same place doing the videos, and we can take each other's lead back and forth and play off of each other and all that stuff that we do. Which
it's way easier.
You don't realize how big a deal it is until it's gone.
Hold on 1 second. I gotta yell at my family. Hey, can you turn it down? Hey! Turn it down! Hold on 1 second.